Hey guys, welcome back to Refining with Jessie, the life coach. So today we are going to be talking about how to balance out emotions. Spend time alone. A lot of the times when our emotions are all over the place, you're going to need some time to be alone so you can process them and understand your emotions. Take time off. So if you work full-time, part-time, whatever it may be, and you're going through something that is difficult and you're having a hard time getting your emotions grounded, make sure to take time for yourself. Make sure to take mental health days. Mental health days are real and real necessary when you are struggling emotionally. When you are struggling emotionally, you're going to need time to get yourself grounded. Have that time to process your emotions. Have that time to ground your emotions, to get them back to center so you feel like yourself again. So mental health days are super real and necessary. A lot of the times when we are sick, our bodies are physically sick. You have a cold, you have the flu, you have a fever, whatever you may have, you take time off from work, time off from school, time off from whatever you are engaged in to make sure that you get yourself back to being who you are, get yourself back to feeling like yourself again, feeling healthy. Well, you have to do the same thing for your mental health. A lot of people don't give mental health the same amount of importance that they do for their physical health. But you know what? You should be giving more importance to it. Mental stability is the foundation of your whole body. If your mind is not going to be good, your body is not going to be good. If your mind is not going to be good, you are not going to be good. So you have to make sure that you're giving attention and nurturing to your emotions and your mental health. So take those days off. So if you work, make sure you're taking time off. If you go to school, make sure you're taking time off. Professors and jobs will always be there. They will always be there. There should be somebody there to pick up the slack when you're not there. And if not, you can always pick up the slack when you get back to it. So if you're struggling emotionally and you feel unstable, make sure you're taking time to be with yourself and making sure that you're taking time to take off. That is going to be the quickest way to get yourself emotionally grounded. Emotions, like everything else, is energy. So you need to be able to have an outlet and be able to release those pent-up emotions if you want to get grounded. So think of different ways that you can do that. One of them is going to be writing. Write. You could journal, you could just write letters to yourself, you could write letters and burn them up in the fireplace, however you want to do it, but make sure that you're having a productive and healthy way of releasing those emotions. If you don't want to write, you can find someone that you can confide in and speak about your story and speak about whatever is troubling you. Always look for an outlet to release those emotions. Get them out. If you keep holding on to them, it's going to feed the emotional instability. So you want to make sure that you're releasing as much as you can. Get out into new environments. So the best way to release emotions and get yourself grounded is to get out into new places. Go out by yourself. A lot of times people are like, oh, I don't have anyone to go out with. Well, you were born alone, so you can do it alone, okay? You can go out into new environments by yourself. Get out there, start disconnecting from everything and everybody you know. It is the best way of getting yourself emotionally grounded. And when I say new environments, they could be super small. They don't have to be a big, huge thing. You can go out to a new coffee shop. You can go out to, a new breakfast place. You can go out to brunch. You could go out to a new park. Just get out there and start exposing yourself to new environments. When you get out into new environments, it's gonna bring on fresh energy. And that's what you want. You want new energy. You want fresh energy. You wanna feel like you're breaking away from the old and you're welcoming the new, because that's what you do when you start releasing old emotions. Take a vacation. Go on a getaway. If you have the time and you have the money, you know what? Plan a trip. Plan a vacation, plan a road trip. It doesn't have to be anything extended. It doesn't have to be anything big. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. But if you can, if it's, within your realm and you can make it work, take a vacation. Get away. Getting out into, once again, new environment, new places, new first perspectives around new people is going to do your body and mind wonders. I always tell people that vacations are spiritual experiences because they are. They do wonders for your soul, and anything that feeds your soul is a spiritual experience that helps you get into alignment. And when you are struggling to balance your emotions and something has, stirred up your emotions and you feel off kilter, you feel imbalanced, and you're trying to get back into alignment, you're trying to release the old and get back to your old self. The best way to do that is by booking a trip. You come back refreshed. You come back like a whole new person because you're getting away from any responsibilities, whatever probably put you in this emotional turmoil. You're probably getting away from that, whether it's a person, place, circumstance. You're taking a break from it all. And that's the best way to get your emotions back in balance. You can't take a trip, get out into nature. Nature is one of the best healers, especially if you're near water. So if you can, go out there, go on a hiking trip, go on a hiking day. A lot of the parks are free, especially in this time on the East Coast. I'm in New York. If you're in New York, most of the parks are free. Most of the beaches, the lakes, all of that stuff is free. You can do it for free. You can go take a nice ride. You can take a nice walk. You could take a nice bike ride if you have a bike, whether it's still, pretty good. You could do a lot of things into nature. Just getting out and breathing fresh air in and getting into alignment with nature is going to do your mind wonders. Nature is the best healer when you're feeling out of balance. When you're suffering through any emotional turmoil, nature is going to be the key. If you go to a medical provider, the first thing they are going to suggest for you is to get out. Get out, get out, get out. Get outside and get out into nature. Why? Because fresh air provides such a healing element to our body. It just does. So when you get outside and you're like, you breathe in all that fresh air, and when you are in a relaxing environment, it is going to calm your energy, which in turn is going to calm your emotions. Everything is connected. They all go hand in hand. Everything around us is energy, and if you are in a positive, high vibrational environment, which is nature, is going to help you soothe your emotions. Emotions are energy. You want to make sure you are releasing them through exercise. So the more you can release, as we said before, the better off you're going to be. So besides writing and releasing, like talking it out, make sure you are moving your body. When you start moving your body, exercise in any form or fashion is going to help you release pent-up emotions. Is also going to help you balance out your emotions. Have you ever noticed if you're angry and you go like to a boxing class, or you take a run, or you take a walk, after you release that, you release all those toxins, you release all that pent-up energy, all that anger. Anger is an emotion. You release all those emotions through draining that energy. You come back nice and just you come back nice and relaxed. You're able to get a little bit more grounded. Well, same principle. Get out there and start exercising. Whatever exercise you enjoy. It could be a walk. It could be a run. It could be a bike ride. It could be a boxing class. It could be yoga. Whatever form of exercising you enjoy, go out there and do it. Focus your mind. When emotions get out of control, they take control of everything, including our mind. In order for you to get back in balance, to get back in control, you're going to have to be able to focus your mind. And the best way to do that is through meditation and breathing techniques. A lot of the times people say they can't meditate, and what they're saying in short is that I cannot control my mind and I cannot control my body. Of course you can. You are capable of anything, and you're stronger than you give yourself credit for. So try it. Just sit in silence. If you can't sit in silence, learn how to control your breathing. A lot of the times when our emotions are all over the place, our breathing is not tempered. So learn some breathing techniques. It is going to do wonders. Have you ever been in a situation where you're super angry, or you're going through something and you start breathing in and out like taking deep breaths, and you do that like around a couple of times, 5 or 6 times, and you could just feel the release. You feel the release of those emotions. You feel the release of the burden of whatever you're going through, and it's going to calm you down. So definitely start controlling your emotions and start taking control of them by practicing breathing techniques. There's a bunch of tutorials on how to do it on YouTube. You can get videos from the library. You could just sit down and learn how to do it yourself. And if not, you can always try meditating. If you never try meditating, I always tell people try breathing techniques first and let it lead you into meditation. When I meditate, that's how I do it. I start with my deep breathing. That puts me into a form of just relax mode. It calms me. And then without me trying, I just go into meditative state. It becomes like this calmness that comes over me, and I'm just so still, and I'm just like, and I'm able to clear my mind. Trust me, it's going to do wonders for you, especially when your emotions are all over the place. It's what I practice personally when my emotions have gotten the best out of me, and it's the only and best way that I was able to first control my emotions. It was the most powerful way I was able to control my emotions. And the second was getting out into nature. Those two combined did wonders for me, and if you start practicing them, they will do wonders for you. Gear your emotions into something productive, especially if you have a lot of anger. Let's say something has happened to you and you are angry, over a situation. There's a circumstance that happened to you that you're like, oh, this is so unfair, and you just feel super angry, or there's a person that you are angry at. Take that anger and transmute it into something of a powerful creation for you. Anger is the best. I'm talking about the best emotion to go towards anything you are passionate about, to create anything for you. So take that emotion, if it is anger, and splurge it into something else. Whatever project that you've been wanting to do, whatever you're passionate about that you wanted to, get off the floor, and you're like ready to throw yourself into it, do that. Take whatever emotion you have in you and throw it into something productive. It is going to be the best way to start getting yourself in alignment and start balancing out your emotions. Especially if it's like a project or something that you're doing towards helping another, it's gonna make you feel great. It's gonna make you feel really good. And if you're like, oh, I don't really have anything that I'm working on, you know what? Volunteer work is so great for balancing out emotions. Not only that, but when you volunteer, you meet new people, you're going into new environments, right? You're going out into different places, environments, you're going out into probably nature, you're meeting new people, you might make new friends, which is great. So if you're going through anything and you're trying to balance out those emotions, put all those emotions into something else that's going to make you feel good. When you start feeling a little bit more grounded, start indulging in emotional fulfillment. Whatever emotionally fills your cup, go out there and indulge in it. So whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's places, whether it's pets, whether it's kids if you have them, nieces, nephews, whatever, whoever that you feel happiest around and that makes you feel emotionally good, right? Go out there and indulge in it. Go out there and spend time with the people that you love. Go out there and spend time around people who are nurturing and supportive of you, your situation, and your emotions. That's going to be the best way to get yourself back into alignment, especially if you're dealing with a breakup. If you're dealing with a heartbreak and a breakup, make sure you're spending time around people who love you and that you love, so you don't feel so alone. Stay clear of triggers. So whatever is a trigger for you that makes your emotions go all out of whack, stay away from it. This is a big one. A lot of people do the opposite. Like if they're going through a breakup or, they're going through something with another individual, they keep going back to the same person over and over and over, who's making their emotions go. No, that's not what you want to do. You want to stay clear of people who are triggering you. And this doesn't have to be a person in a romantic sense. It could be anybody. It could be anyone who triggers your emotions and gets you into an emotional state. Stay away from them. Maybe it could be a place. You go to a place and it reminds you and it starts triggering your emotions. Stay away from that. Maybe it's social media that triggers your emotions. Maybe you go onto social media and you're seeing something that triggers your emotions. Maybe, you just had a job loss and you're seeing all the people you used to work with having a great old time and being happy, but you're not in that emotional space and you don't want to feel resentment because you just, maybe they laid you off. Well, don't look at it for right now. Stay away from the triggers, the people, the places, social media, the internet, whatever it is. Stay clear of those triggers. When you are going through an emotional turmoil, you have to learn how to be your own cheerleader. And this is going to be hard because you're so emotionally off balance. But you're going to have to repeat after me. Are you ready? Okay. I will get through this. This too shall pass. This is temporary. My emotions are out of control, but I am more powerful than them. I am in control of my own emotions. I want emotional stability. I am going to get emotional stability. I am a fighter. I am going to get through this. Be very positive with your self-talk. When you are in emotional turmoil, the last thing you want to be saying to yourself is, I cannot do this. I don't see options. I don't know what to do. That is giving away your power and feeding into the emotional turmoil. I want you to say only positive, happy thoughts to yourself. And make sure you're putting these messages everywhere. Everywhere. Get up in the morning, put it on your mirror. Get up in the morning, put it on the mirror in the bathroom before you brush your teeth. Get up in the morning, put it on your agenda. Put it on your computer. Put it everywhere. Put it on your phone. So if you have to have messages that pop up with happy thoughts, do that for yourself. Okay? As much as you probably checking social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, make sure you are indulging in positive things that you're watching on those outlets. If it's not positive, don't invest in it. Do not invest in it. Replace whatever you're watching with positive reinforcement and positive, self-talk and positive affirmations and positivity. Positivity, positivity, positivity. That's what you want to surround yourself with, and that's how you want to talk to yourself. Remember, you are more powerful than this moment. You are more powerful than anything, okay? Don't ever give your power away to a thought, circumstances, a person, a place. No one can ever take your power unless you give it away. And your emotions cannot overpower you if you don't let them. You don't let them, okay? Take your control back. You are more powerful than this moment, and you are in control of your emotions. Remember that. And my last tip is to focus on gratitude and blessings. A lot of the times when we are going through something that's super emotional and gets us out of alignment and gets us out of whack, we focus on the negative. That's why positive self-talk is so important, okay? You have to focus on what you have now. You have to focus on the present moment. Don't focus on, I can't have this. I don't know how to get here. I don't know how to do this. I don't know where I'm going. Don't focus on that. That doesn't matter. And you're like, yes, it does. It doesn't matter. Not at this moment. The only thing that matters is you getting your emotions back on track. Once you get grounded and you come to center and you feel like yourself again and your power gets pulled back and you're like, okay, I can do this. Then you start putting a plan, and then you start working towards the goal. You start working towards the future. You start working towards where you need to go and what the end goal is. At this current moment, you're focusing on your emotions. Your emotions, your emotions, your emotions. And the way to do that is to focus on what is happening now in the present, what's in front of me, what's right here, what can I see, what's directly in front of me, not what's ahead and not what's behind me. Don't focus on that. Whatever you don't have, focus on what you do have, okay? The easiest way to fall down a line of depression and anxiety is when you start focusing on what you don't have and what you need and how to get there, and it goes crazy. It just goes crazy because that's fear, and you don't want to feed your emotions fear. When our emotions get out of control, that's where it all stems from. It all stems from fear. So you want to just focus on gratitude and blessings. Okay, I might not have a job, but I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful for that. That is a blessing. Okay, I might not have much money. I'm struggling financially, but I still got food on the table. It's not lobster. It's not steak, but I'm still eating tonight. That's a blessing. I'm super grateful for that. Okay, I'm having trouble with this person in my life. It's unfortunate. I'm heartbroken. They broke my heart. They betrayed me. It's unfortunate. But guess what? I am going to get through this. I love myself. I have family members. I have friends who love me. I have children. They love me. I'm grateful for that. That is my blessing. Okay? Focus on what you have, not what you don't have, not what you lost, not what you have to leave behind, not what put you into this state. Do not focus on that. Do not focus on that. Focus on gratitude and blessings. That is what is going to help you get through and get yourself to remember who you are. Okay? So guys, that is all I have for you today. If you are going through something tough, please remember to stay grounded. You have to stay grounded. And these techniques will help you stay grounded, okay? Fight, 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 fight. Fight for yourself. Fight for yourself the way you will fight for another. Give yourself the same advice you would give to another. Think about if it was your sister, your mother, your brother, your husband, whoever that you have so much love for, whether your mother or father. Think about what advice you would give to them if you knew that they were going through what you're going through right now. Think about what you would tell them, and then go do it for yourself. Practice it for yourself. Fight for yourself, and you will get there. I promise you, you will get there. And then this is all going to be a memory one day. Okay? So that's all I have for you today, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.